Hello, welcome to this your channel, the Eurofan. Text me. Italy almost never disappoints in the contest, and the proof is that their entries are usually acclaimed among the audience. A last example was the powerful proposal brought to us by Marco Mangoni in last year's contest, in which almost the staging seemed a little confusing. His vocal performance has been extraordinary, having achieved the 4th place in the final ranking. Now we will see who will be the artist that will follow his text by representing the Mediterranean country in Mambo. Here we go. For today's episode, I'm going to review the Italian entry for Eurovision 2024, which will be represented by singer Angelina Mango with the song La Noia, which in English translates as The Border. We are going to review first at the biography and career of this novice artist before waving on the Italian colors on Swedish lands. Angelina Mango is an Italian pop singer and songwriter, coming from the coastal town of Maratea, located in southern Italy, although she lives her childhood and adolescence in the town of Lagonero. She grows up in a family of very well-known musicians, as her father was the renowned Italian singer and songwriter Mango, and her mother is the Italian singer Laura Valente, who was the lead singer of the well-known Italian group Mattia Bazzar during the 1990s. Surrounded by this family musical environment, she would learn at a very early age to sing and to play the piano and the guitar. She would start her high school studies at the age of 13, that would suspend later after passing away her father by a heart stroke during a concert in late December 2014. A couple of years later, she will move to Milan with her family, where she will resume her studies again, and she will also start to sing in a band where her brother was the drummer. Following the steps of her parents, she will start her musical career in late 2020 with the release of her first single as an artist, which will be included in her first EP released that same year. But it will not be until 2022 by signing a record deal with a renowned worldwide record label, when she will start seriously to write and produce her own songs. Some of them released as singles during that same year. She will also participate in many musical competitions, outstanding especially her participation in the show Amici di Maria Di Filippi, where she got the 2nd place. She will release her 2nd EP on last year, which has a quite notable success, as well as the singles from this musical work, consolidating as one of the most successful emerging artists in the Italian musical scene. She will take advantage of that fame to get known to a wider audience by participating in Sanremo Music Festival, which her parents had also done in the peak of their respective musical careers. Let's see how was it for her in her first appearance in the mythical Italian musical festival. The Italian public broadcaster would organize what it went to be the 74th edition of Sanremo Music Festival, which also serves as national final, to pick the Italian representative that would travel to the Scandinavian country. First, the Emerging Artists competition will take place in the phase known as Sanremo Giovani, as it has been happening since 3 editions ago, although in this case the artist lineup will come from 2 selections. One of them, the already well-known, for the emerging artists coming from nationwide, where 564 proposals were received after the submission period, and that were later reviewed by a musical committee to select 8 contestants for the final show. And the other one for the emerging artists between 16 and 30 years old, coming from the Sanremo area, where 772 proposals were received from another submission period, and that were later reviewed by another musical committee to select other 4 contestants for the final show, giving a total of 12 finalists. During the final show broadcasted on mid-December last year, the combination of the votes of the musical committee and the artistic director Amadeus will pick the 3 artists that will get a spot in the musical festival. On the other hand, the broadcaster will select 27 established artists, coming both from direct invitation and proposals received by the broadcaster, which were over 400 in this edition, giving a total of 13 contestants for this edition. Angelina will participate in this case among the established artists category. For this edition of the musical festival, there have been some changes in the format. The first one was already commented before, with the increase of the contestants from 28 to 13 compared to the previous edition. Then the different nights will have different changes. In the first night, the 13 participating songs will be performed for the very first time, being reviewed by the press jury. In the second night, the first half of the contestants will perform again, being reviewed by the combination of the votes of the radio jury, replacing the demoscopic jury and the televote. In the third night, the second half of the contestants will perform again, being also reviewed by the radio jury and the televote. In the fourth night, the 30 contestants will perform covers of songs from any time and place, being reviewed by the press jury, the radio jury, and the televote in a proportional way. And the fifth night, in the other hand, will remain the same like in previous editions. Finally, there will be a significant change of the voting review compared to previous editions, as during the first 4 nights the ranking of the top 5 artists only will be revealed, while the full ranking will be revealed solely in the 5th and last night. This year also will have the peculiarity of having many participating artists which have represented Italy at Eurovision previously. The legendary group Epilogue, who participated in 1978 during the edition held in Paris, France, were participating in the musical festival for the 13th time. The singer Emma Marrone, who participated in 2014 in the edition held in Copenhagen, Denmark, was participating for the 4th time. The group Epilogue, who participated in 2015 during the edition held in Vienna, Austria, were participating in the musical festival for the 3rd time. The singer Diodato, who would have participated in 2020 during the cancelled edition in Rotterdam, Netherlands, was participating for the 4th time. And the singer Mahmoud, who participated 2 times, in 2019 during the edition held on Tel Aviv, Israel, and in 2022 being host with singer Blanco during the edition held on Turin, Italy, was participating in the musical festival for the 3rd time. Probably it is the edition with the most number of former Eurovision representatives in all its history, I have to say. Following the usual dynamics of the format, in each night will be registered the votes from the press jury, the radio jury, and the televote, which all combined will set the general ranking in the final show, where the top 5 artists will advance to the super final, then performing their entries again, and opening the voting window in a final round to decide the winner of the musical festival. Angelina will make her appearance in the first night, becoming one of the big favorites, by placing among the top 5 during all the 5 nights. During the final night, Angelina will advance to the super final together with other 4 finalists, performing once again her entry for the final voting round. At the end of the show, Angelina will get the majority of the votes, being the favorite for the press jury and the radio jury, while she was second on the televote, earning the score needed to achieve the victory in the musical festival, thus winning the Golden Lion. Soon thereafter, as usual, the broadcaster gave her the right of first refusal to be the Italian representative by Eurovision after winning the musical festival, which she would accept without any doubt. Sometime later, she revealed that she will be considering the possibility of adapting part of the lyrics in English or Spanish ahead of her participation at the contest, and that she will also make a little adjustment to the length of the song to enclose it in the obligatory duration of 3 minutes. 1 month later, the broadcaster confirmed the adjustment of the song length, but not the adaptation of the lyrics, keeping mostly the original lessons of the track that she will perform on the main stage of Malmo. A song that talks about boredom, but that it is not boring at all. Now I'm going to analyze more in detail what she's presenting in this proposal. The melody is quite singular, as in this case blends pop and classical music with cumbia, with the Latin music genre heard for the very first time at Sanremo Music Festival, and maybe won't be the first time at Eurovision. If anyone knows about past entries with cumbia, comment down here below, because as far as I know, I do not think it has been performed previously. In this sense, there are many musical shades throughout the track, with the different genres alternating in the different parts of the song. Vocally speaking, it is quite noticeable the artistic heritage of her parents, as Angelina has an incredibly good voice. In particular, for this song, she brings a playful and fun character, while showcasing much versatility in her singing and phrasing style. The lyrics have been written by herself together with other two songwriters, the Italian rapper Francesca Cagliaro, mostly well known as Matan, and the Italian songwriter and producer Dairo Faini, mostly well known as Stardust. About the context behind the lyrics, Angelina has stated that it talks about a reflection on what is usually thought about boredom, as it is normally associated as a negative thing, emphasizing instead that it is time dedicated to yourself that allows to discover yourself. Reading the lyrics in detail, previously translated of course, I think she is describing in a quite metaphorical way how the boredom is associated with a life without suffering or sorrow. The verses describe how complicated life could be, although they sell it to us like a precious thing. Personally, I totally agree. But curiously, in the chorus and the bridge, it is described that boredom as a lack of suffering, setting a party to dance and love at life, to feel that we are still living and suffering. In this sense, the message has a quite interesting and introspective background, even knowing how complicated and hard life could be. Because being honest, life is everything but easy. We have to appreciate the time we had and to get the most of it in the best way possible, enjoying the company of the people who cares about us, of our environment, of the small things in life, and of course of improving ourselves, trying to be the better version of ourselves every day. Now that we have a better idea of the song, let's see how she has portrayed the background and the message of the lyrics through the official music video. This begins with an iris circle transition with open slowly, seen to Angelina surrounded by many senior ladies in a room, two of them helping her go to dress her up with outfits and accessories, while she performs the first verse, and the shot is going back slowly at the same time. Towards the first chorus, Angelina closes the doors of the room, and then the scene changes where she is seen dancing in an empty hall of a house, wearing a flower-themed dress, painted beads necklaces just like the one she describes in the lyrics, large red boots and extra long braids. Sometimes she is seen dancing alone, other times with a group of girls, or singing from the top floor of the house while the girls are sitting on the stairs. By the second verse, the scene changes again, seeing Angelina with a literally extra long braid tree, with some of these braids grabbed by clothespins in a clothesline, which reminds a little to Medusa, with alternate shots of her laying down on the floor at a huge indoor jacuzzi, with two of the girls working on some of the uncountable braids she has. These same shots are still singing the chorus, with other ones of her still dancing, where you can notice boredom expressions in her face often, matching precisely with the song's title. She is not bored, it's the following to that. During the bridge, the scene goes back to the room seen at the beginning, as apparently her outfit is completely ready, while there are more alternate shots of the scenes previously seen before. By the last chorus, where she sings the first part a cappella, she is singing a divinely pose, with all the women surrounding her and many lit candles by all the room. Later, she is seen dancing with the white outfit in the empty hall before, until the performance finishes with the previous shot of Angelina together with the women in the room. After looking at this pretty boring proposal, let's take a look on how she presented it during her participation at Sanremo Music Festival. Recalling the staging in the third night of the musical festival, this has been simple but effective, focusing on her performance capabilities throughout all her performance. Angelina wears in this case a variation of the flower-themed dress, while the lighting is mostly yellow, and the leg screen at the bottom of the stage shows visual graphics, which gives the impression of an infinite tunnel using the same yellow tones. She's definitely the main focus, delivering charisma during all the performance, and you can notice that beyond singing, she is seen having fun and having a great time on the stage, also dancing in a very similar way like in the music video. It is literally her body making a wink to the lyrics, which have gained a resounding ovation from the audience present at the show. Making a summary of all the comments, the Italian entry for this year is quite strong and also different. It is one of those songs that are cheerful and fun, but that also makes you think and reflect at the same time, which I think is quite brilliant from her. I'm pretty sure that her proposal is not going only not to bore, but it will not go unnoticed. For the staging on Momo, it is not clear yet how she is going to present it. Maybe she could take more of the concept seen in the music video, although performing the song with those extremely long breaks could be complicated. Maybe she could take more of the simple but danceable concept at the musical festival. Maybe a combination of both or something totally different to surprise. In any case, we will have to wait until next May when we enjoy her boredom party on the main stage of Momo. And you? What do you think about the Italian entry for this year? Come on and leave your comments down below, as it seems the discussion is going to be quite interesting for sure. And this is it for today's episode. Before I finish, I want to thank you for reaching the end of this video. I invite you to like, subscribe to my channel, enable notifications by ringing the bell, and follow me through my social media. Take care and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.